Man, who cares, bro? I'm just gonna look at you.
This is my room's a mess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are better than ever because we're always getting better. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my boy Jason as always. But we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here today.
We got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. This man is my boy, my brother. He's a beast. He is a pit bull. He's just
I'm telling you, bro. He'll lift up my crib and he'll just put it back down on top of me.
Yeah, he's just jacked. He's a beast, and he's not only a great person, but he's a motivator, and he's a He's an inspiration. What a guy, bro. Anyways, shut up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, he's an inspiration to me, and he's one of my greatest friends. So my boy Robert Alpa SZN Rodriguez is live on the Messy Room on a Zoom call this episode this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the
quarantine style.
Welcome to the Messy Room, brother.
Quarantine style, man.
How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I'm honored to be here, man. I feel honored.
Yeah, bro. Yo, listen, brother. Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
I told you, bro, months ago. I was like, yo, we have to have you on one of these days because the shit that we talk about, bro, on a regular, bro. I call you all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I tell Jason about the amazing conversations we have, and I was like, it's fucking selfish, bro, if we don't have you on because you say some great shit, bro, and you could change someone's life. That's exactly how I feel, man.
Of course,
our conversation change every day, man. Changing the world every day.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yo,
he's another genius, bro, just like us.
He's a fucking genius, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, yo, like, no joke. Like, it was an intro, but it's straight facts. He's an inspiration to me. Like, this man is just awesome. He's just a fucking great dude, and he's a down to earth man. He's a down to earth dude. He's the beast, bro. He's a fucking pit bull of a guy, bro. He's just there, bro. He's fucking Robert, whatever you want to call him, bro.
Yeah.
I call him Robbo. You know what I mean? Hobart. Call him Hobart. Yeah, but yo, that Robbo, yeah.
He brought it back home right there with that one.
But yo, bro, I always gotta ask this, bro. How you doing, brother? How's quarantining, bro?
It's good. Everything's pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Chilling, bro. You know how it is, bro. I'm always showing off. I'm reading these Harry Potters, bro. I'm fucking, bro.
No bullshit, bro. I've been reading that shit too, cause I've been watching the movie. Yo, I'm telling you, I watched Prisoner of Azkaban, bro. That shit was a force. Like the movie was a force, and I was thinking, like, yo, there's no way she could explain all this shit through the book, bro.
And she does. I'm assuming.
I'm about to jump into it. I used to watch them when I was younger, but I don't know, the way you guys talking get me interested.
I'm telling you, yo.
It's just the way that the stories like unfold, bro. It's just crazy, bro.
Yo, I watched the fucking latest episodes of fucking the Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary. Oh my god, bro. Yo, Rob, if you don't fucking, it's must see TV, bro. Jason must see.
I know,
TV, it's fucking
no spoiler
awesome.
Alerts.
Nah, no spoiler, but I'm gonna talk about it, bro. No spoiler, but yo, I didn't fucking know, bro. Michael Jordan had a gambling problem, bro. That's fucking nuts, bro. Yo, he used to be in the back of the.
My man's in a spoiler.
Nah, bro. It already happened, bro. How's it a spoiler, bro? It's documented life.
Yo, so you're telling me that one of the GOATs had a problem with gambling?
Yeah, bro. I mean, he says like when they asked him like, "Oh, do you have a gambling problem?" He was like, "If I had a problem gambling, my kids would be scrapping to get food." He's like, "But they're eating well." He's like, "So how do I have a problem gambling?" He's like, "It's just a hobby. I like doing it." But yo, I mean, yo, he was doing it in the plane, bro. He was doing it in the plane with his fucking teammates, bro. Not betting like dollars, bro. No coins, bro. He's betting thousands of dollars in the back of the plane playing blackjack. Bro.
But I mean, if it's $1,000 to him, for us it's probably like coins. It's like coins to us for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is it really a problem? If I'm throwing quarters, like playing craps or something like that, bro, it's not gonna be too serious, bro. If I'm throwing $100 bills, bro, that means me being stupid. You know, $1,000 ain't nothing for him, bro. That's different.
Of course. Nah, but I don't know. But that's like essentially like the premise of the whole episode. What is it? Six, I think. I don't know, 6 and 7. I don't know. But yo, that's like pretty much they're like saying like, oh, does he have a gambling problem? Like, is this gonna like? And basically, it's like you know what I mean? It's foreshadowing like, oh, is this like a problem that's gonna lead to him losing the championship? Obviously, he doesn't lose the championship. He's 6 for 6, but it's fucking wild, bro. Like, it's crazy to see the behind the scenes stuff of bro, the GOAT, Michael Jordan, bro. You know what I mean? Like he's.
So do you guys think it's a problem if he doesn't, like he said, or if there's a problem, his kids will have to scrap for it?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
since he didn't hit
For me
since he didn't hit
personally,
rock bottom, is that a problem?
For me personally, I don't think it's a problem.
Me either. Personally,
one, I feel gambling there's no problem. It's for fun. You know, you're doing your shit. You're just trying to make some extra money.
There's a thrill out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like an adrenaline factor. So it's fun. It's not like it's like jumping off a plane. If I spend $300 to jump off a plane, it's for the adrenaline of it, right? If I spend $300 at a table trying to make some money, it's for the adrenaline of it. But no matter what, if I have those $300 and it's my only $300, then it's stupid. But if I have $300 to waste, then there's no problem with that shit.
Yeah.
For me,
So like, the conversation leads to like, yo, is he fucking betting like what's that called? Where you like suck on purpose just to like win some bets, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like you know how he's a basketball player and you could bet on basketball? Like, was he fixing games? That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and I was like, nah, there's no way.
I don't think so.
Fixing games, bro.
But I think that's probably why he won so much is that gambling, you know? That chance, that risk, that adrenaline rush, you know?
I think
that type of nature.
I think what shows like what Michael Jordan shows is that he's just a competitor on and off the court. You know what I mean? So I think like what gambling does for him, it's a competition factor because there's parts where, you know, his teammates are talking like, oh yeah, they used to bet in the back of the plane when we're going to whatever, Sacramento or whatever. And then Michael Jordan, like one day, like the dudes in the back would play thousands of dollars, but one day he went to the front, the dudes are playing dollar hands, you know? And he was like, oh, let me play. And then I think it's John Paxson. John Paxson goes, oh, why do you want to play with us, bro, when you're betting thousands of dollars in the back of the plane? And he's like, because I want your money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a competition factor to it. I don't think Michael Jordan is I don't think he has a problem because, you know, a lot of people gamble. Like, we gambled, but all three of us went to Las Vegas together, bro.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
we literally went to the home of gambling,
dog.
bro. That shit was crazy.
Get off the floor.
That shit was a trip, dog.
That shit was.
Couldn't even get off the floor.
Yo, I only made like $200 there, bro, and I spent it all just to make more money. It doesn't even fucking work.
Pretty
like
much.
That.
Yo, no bullshit.
So
Las Vegas was fucking, bro. Oh man, I forgot how much of a trip that was. That shit was fucking insane, bro.
Insane, bro.
Come on,
and
man.
Rob was the only one that wanted to drink with me, bro.
Bro,
come on, tell me not.
Hey man, we had that gallon of tequila.
Yo, that shit.
Oh my god, nah. You can't. I drank some of that, bro. I drank like a solid,
2 days before. Yo, yeah.
I drank like 3 shots of that, bro.
Yeah, 3 shots of it a gallon.
Yeah, but yo, to be fair, that day when you guys drank that whole thing with each other, I was at the Hoover Dam, bro. I went to the Hoover Dam, bro.
That's true.
I was gone for like 5 hours.
Yo, no bullshit. If it wasn't for Rob, yeah, for real. If it wasn't for Rob, bro, I would have definitely 100% died that day. Bro, nobody wanted to drink. I was bullshit. I was like, yo, come on. I mean, I'm trying to celebrate my birthday, so I'm obviously gonna drink. So I was like, yo, who else is up? Everybody was like, crickets,
yo,
bro. I was like, what the hell?
The ill part is we over here walking down the strip with a gallon of Patron.
Yo, it's shot, so nonchalant.
Shot.
The thing about Vegas is just
nonchalant.
it's so chill over there, bro. It's crazy. Like when we originally bought it, we bought it at a Walgreens, which is fucking insane.
Yo, they legit don't sell alcohol at a Walgreens over here, bro. That shit's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. We bought it at a Walgreens, bro, and then we were just walking around with it like if it was a trophy, bro. I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy, bro.
You weren't even there.
I held it, bro.
I held it. Yeah, you held it from Walgreens to the hotel, bro.
I bought it. I put money for that. I drank like a couple.
Dick was like, no, I don't want that. I want a slushy.
Yo, because of that shit, I almost got that tattoo on my face, the Mike Tyson tattoo, bro.
Oh my, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. So I went to the Hoover Dam with my boy Jared, right? And all these dudes, like, I guess Rob and Jason were fucking drinking up the Patron gallon, and like these dudes were just chilling or whatever. Everyone was chilling. Jason almost literally, like, I guess he almost got, like, they called me FaceTime and they were like, yo, we're about to do a joke, bro. Jason's about to have the Mike Tyson on his face.
It was one of those temporary ones though that doesn't last for that long. But still, that shit's like 14 days on my face. Yo, they were convincing me. I was in the chair. There were the woman, even the woman that was gonna do the tattoo, she was like, yo, come on, you gotta do it. Your boys are telling you to do it, man. You gotta, come on, bro. Everybody's telling you to do it. You should just do it.
It comes off.
Yo, I was sitting there in the chair like, yo, she's kind of right, bro. Everybody's telling me to do it. I bet you wouldn't even look that bad. It's only gonna last 2 weeks. Nah, she's kind of right. I should just do it. I was like, fuck it. Yo, and then everybody's like, nah, chill. We were just joking, bro. Don't get that shit. Yo, don't get that shit.
Yo, these dudes, bro.
Like, yeah, let's do it.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if it were me, bro, honestly, I would have been like, yo, let's do it. And I would have never said chill, bro. I would have just done it because it would have been fucking funny, bro. It would have been hilarious, and it would have been a story to tell. Bro. Imagine it, though.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Nah,
bro.
but yo, I got fucked up that dog. I don't even remember going through TSA, dog.
Bro, oh my, you remember that? You remember that, bro?
Yo, I legit. Yo, I remember that story that you guys told me that it was like, oh, yo, you were glowing or some shit like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we're chilling, bro. We're going through one. We're almost fucking late because of this fucking scumbag. But anyways, we almost missed our plane. But whatever. That's another story.
That's not my fault, bro.
What?
Whoa.
That's not your fault, bro.
Yo, no, bro. It's not my fucking fault.
Over here.
Yo, we all went to Vegas to celebrate my birthday. Y'all expect me to stay sober, then take care of myself? No.
Oh my God.
No way. It's your responsibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man's having a gourmet meal, chopping it up, eating the food.
That Buccanell, bro, that shit was fire, bro.
The Buccanell. Oh man, that shit was crazy. It was me, you, Rob, and Jared, right?
Yo, that shit was fucking crazy, bro.
Lobster tail.
That was good.
Yo, that was.
Yeah, I went for the steak like 8 times.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Las Vegas was a fucking trip.
Yo,
like there was
Yo, no bullshit. If you wouldn't invite Rob, bro, I wouldn't even be cool like that with him, bro.
Bro, so ladies and gentlemen,
that was the first time we actually
we chilled. And like, could you imagine? It took us going so many miles away from where we're from to be cool with each other, bro.
Right.
I was like,
that's crazy.
Yo, no bullshit. This dude Rob is pretty chill, bro.
Yo, yeah, Rob. When we were coming,
always social occasions when we chilled before.
Yeah, Rob. Oh, my fault. Go. My fault.
Go ahead.
Nah. I'm a fucking hog the mic, bro. What are you guys saying?
I said, like, we'd always be chilling in the room and stuff, and we'll be like, what up, this, that.
Yeah.
Never had, like, that quality, like, good talking and everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Yo, he was telling me about, I used to do this when I was younger, yo. He was just giving me the wisdom, bro, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Is this what it's like to be old?
Rob.
Perspective, bro. It's the perspective, bro.
He's calling you
so
old.
like to be old?
Nah, Rob's not old. You're forced, bro.
Yo, but with the years, bro, those years give you the perspective, bro. You be looking back and you're like, damn, bro, this and that.
Nah, Rob, yo, honestly, bro, if it wasn't for Rob, I don't think I'd be working in the bank, to be honest, bro. Like, yo.
Oh, don't let me get started on that.
Yeah.
Let me get started on that.
Little background story, ladies and gentlemen. So I met Rob. We did the Year Up program together, right? And ask Rob. Rob is witness. I was doing the Year Up program, and I've always been the dude that I learned quick. But I was the class clown. I was fucking around. I was saying the jokes. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing my homework, and I was doing that in the program. And the first person to tell me, like, yo, bro, you're a smart dude, bro, but you gotta chill. Like, you gotta pick your battles, bro. You can't fuck around and fool around, bro, when you have so much like knowledge and you know what I mean, and you're smart, bro. You're not stupid, bro. But you're portraying yourself as something that you're not, bro. And it smacked me, bro. Those words smacked me, and ask Rob. To that day, I flipped and turned, and I was on a mission, and I wanted to prove that I wasn't no fucking dummy. And yeah, I appreciate that, bro. That was a great convo, bro, that you had with me, and it was on some real shit, bro.
Yeah, I think the big thing is that, and then you have to add, we was at the bank. We wasn't in school.
Yeah, so like our school was the bank, and like, man,
I'm like, are you over here around through the courtyard, yelling and screaming? I'm like, you can't do that. These gonna be our future coworkers, you know. So
yeah, and
it's
like
all about that brand that they were saying.
Yeah, you gave me the perspective, bro, of you gave me the perspective of how, because I think I'm like, I'm smart or whatever, but I could be goofy. Obviously you think good of yourself, but I never saw how people were looking at me, bro. That insight, bro, until you talked to me about that, bro. And
I
so
think
you guys weren't
so
you guys weren't cool before that?
Nah, so we were in the same what's that called, group or whatever. They had like little groups that met up, and as soon as
coaching groups.
Yeah, coaching groups. And so Rob started a little late, and the day I met him, I was like, yo, it was like we hit it off, bro. It was legit like, yo, bro, how's it going? Oh, Rob Rodriguez. Oh, Victor Rodriguez. Yeah, how's it going? Oh, where you from? Puerto Rico. Oh, bro. Come here,
Rodriguez, bro. Puerto Rico. I'm staying in Chelsea. I grew up in Chelsea. I was like, it's a hit.
Boom. Yeah, we hit it, bro. And then we started chilling, bro. And like, it was awesome, bro. It was just, and then through there, he not only became a good friend of mine, one of my best friends, bro, but he also became a mentor to me, bro. Yeah. And I was like, bro, Jason, you know how much I consider you like a brother, bro. And I consider the whole squad of like brothers to me. And I was like, yo, I got to introduce this dude to the squad because this dude's legit, bro. It's like, I wouldn't have brought my Robbo around if he wasn't legit, bro, if he wasn't cool like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I met him, bro, he was pretty chill. We were all chilling for Christmas, bro, just chilling, taking shots, talking and shit. Yo, that shit was a chill vibe.
Late night chilling.
I'm telling you, man. Like, yo, so Rob, thank you again, bro. I'll forever be thankful, bro, because I'm not in the position that I'm in working at the bank if it wasn't for you, bro, because I'll still be the fucking knucklehead. Who knows if I would have gone through that program?
Yo, Vic, you think if I would have told you the same shit, you would have listened to me like you listened to Rob?
Nah, because it was different, bro. Because when you speak to me, a lot of the times I think you're just thinking goofy shit. You're saying goofy shit to me.
What the fuck? Yo, you literally always, yo, bro, you give me mad knowledge, bro. Come on, man. Yo,
you do give me mad knowledge. You do give me mad knowledge. But like my autopilot to you is, all right, Jason's going to say some goofy shit to try to get me mad or something. It's not like, you know what I mean?
I think that's my autopilot too.
I think it was harder because like we first met like a weekend, and I'm like, yo, chill, do this, do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was like, don't hide behind like that humor, I felt like he was trying to hide his intelligence behind humor.
Yeah.
And like trying to play like in the background with stuff. And I'm like, nah, you want to show that, you want to show that, let people see the intelligence and not only play the background game.
Yeah. So like a lot of the, yeah, I agree. A lot of like how I went throughout school was I paid attention.
I mean,
but
even till
now.
Even till now, you kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean that I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a.
I mean, I think it's because you as a person, you just like to keep the vibes pretty chill and like try to keep a good positive energy around people. And your automatic is to try to crack a joke, bro. Try to make everybody laugh. So that's why you automatically always the same thing is you're the jokester. I'm the class clown or whatever. That's just your personality. You want to be that person.
Yeah. So not only did I like I'm telling you, like I learned like a lot of professional skills from Rob. Like, cause bro, before I'd wear like dress shoes, dress pants, some random ass shirt, and like a Nike sweater on top, bro. Like I was not professional at all. You know what I mean? And like just hanging out with Rob, I started, wearing the button down shirts, bro. And just, I started trying to like emulate myself like him. I try, you know what I mean? I was trying to, I wasn't trying to beat him, but I was, I saw a good quality and I was like, yo, I'm going to take it because it's working for him. It's going to work for me kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yo, so Rob, where do you think you got that from? Like that whole, like the persona that you were showing Vic?
I think it was weird. It started with Europe as well. Because the way I was looking at it is like I was trying to take roles from my past and be able to take this opportunity as like to rebrand myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was like there's a whole new group of people that don't know my past, that don't know me from a hole in the wall. And I was like, how can I basically make a new Robert, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
just see if I could create a new image for myself. So I was like, I'm gonna try that out, you know, and see where that takes that. The Robert I know for like 15-year-old Robert, the Robert I know 10-year-old Robert. It's just this is the Robert that was what was like 23 or 24 at the time, and
Yeah.
like I just want to bring the professional out of me, you know. So then I started it actually through Europe, and but then the funny part is on the flip side, I might have taught him like professionalism, but then he taught me how to be more social, you know.
Yo, that's definitely a quality that Vic got is being like a social
Yeah,
person, talking to people and everything too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Like I'm telling you, like once we found out we were in the same coaching group and that that we became like boys, not only just classmates, we became boys. We were
yeah,
chilling
definitely.
every day, all the time. It just became like a movement, bro. It was like, yo, we're in here, we're grinding, and we're on a mission. And we were we were 2 out of 6 people that got hired out of the whole class, bro, because
Yeah,
the bank was going through a lot of hiring freezes, and so we got hired uh, out of like 30 people, right? 6 out of 30. We were,
yeah. We
but
started off with like 32, I think.
yeah, we started off with like 30 something people, and like we were fortunate enough to you know, turn our internships into jobs because of we were just consistently on the grind. I'm telling you, like, yo, like we were on, like we kept each other accountable. It was crazy, like it was, and not only we became boys. Like we started chilling outside of Europe, and we started fucking around, and then we got like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of stories and shit.
I'll tell you, like, I never told you this, but like, it probably takes me maybe like five, like, my close friends, honestly, the ones I grew up with.
Yeah.
Since then, it was you guys that I became close friends with, you know? So, like, when I say something about social, when I meet new people, I never met them on like a personal level. So
Okay.
it was like the people that I grew up with that I knew on a personal level. So, like, you started it, but then you, Jason, everybody else added on to that where you taught me how to basically be more vulnerable, you know, be more
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable and
So
stuff
yeah,
like that.
your vulnerable side.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was a dope part. That's what I say. Like, I'm blessed to have you in my life because now that I meet people, I'm open up, you know?
Thank you,
It's
bro. I
like if I
appreciate
was
that,
able
bro.
to create these relationships, so I
Appreciate it, bro.
appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, yeah. Nah, it goes both ways, bro. Honestly, man. Like, honestly, like, yo,
Definitely.
and then we go from like a professional side, but and we were fucking goofs too. Like, we partied and shit together, bro. Like, yo, like,
Definitely.
ladies and gentlemen, there was a fucking day, bro, where we went out to like a main party or something, and Rob got wavy.
Ay, ay,
I tell you, ladies and gentlemen.
ay.
Yo, so we were all like wavy, but Rob got wavy. And he was sleeping on a couch, and we start fucking around with him. We're fucking throwing water bottles at him, and we're fucking sprinkling water on his head, and
Yo,
we're holding his nose while
I
he's
don't
sleeping.
remember none of this. I do not
yo,
remember
y'all,
none of
Yeah.
this.
you guys gotta chill, bro. Clowning my boy, bro. What the
Yo,
hell?
and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, like, yo, we were fucking around with him, like we were holding his nose, and then he'd be like,
That backfired on you, though.
yeah, yes.
Backfired
so
on you.
so then So then we slept at the cabin or whatever, and then we woke up and Rob still knocked, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck around with this dude even some more. All of a sudden, this dude wakes up like a fucking, like, yo, I'm telling you, boom, just wakes up, wrestles me to the floor and puts me in a headlock. And he's like,
Yo,
he's like, he's like, yo, you think this is fun and games, bro? And I was like, all right, man, all right, I'm sorry, bro. Yo, like, but it was,
yo, how come you messing with Rob, bro? You see that dude's pit bull,
yeah.
bro. Come on, bro. Big dude, bro. Man, doing all those Spartan races. Come on, you can't be
Yo,
messing with
oh
him like that.
yeah, bro. I forgot about that. You do math, but you've done like what, four
I
Spartan
done
races, bro?
four. Yeah, I done 4 Spartan races, sprints and supers, and I done a Tough Mudder.
What
Yo,
what
Yeah.
what what got you into that, bro? Just like
My
the
older brother.
fitness of it? Okay.
Yeah, my older brother. We went to one, but it's dope. It's like a team camaraderie thing, you know. Like the best story I could say about it is one day, like we was running through it, and this girl, she broke her arm, and
Okay.
she has
oh
like a
shit.
cast doing a Spartan race. So like one of the obstacles, like we're climbing up a tower and like she going down. And like she was having trouble. So there was like I was on one side, there's another lady on the other side, and
Yeah.
like we're helping her down. And it's like strangers, you know, and like you're running, you have to jump over like 8 foot walls, 10 foot walls, and like you over here, there's a stranger next to you, you help boosting them up. So it's like it's cool to like see just a bunch of people sweating, hurt and tired, and it's like you're helping each other, teamwork, you don't even know these people. And then at the end, like you're walking, you grab your medal, you see somebody that you helped or somebody that you run by, and you're like, "Yo, good job, good job, good job." I don't know. There's like a family aspect to it, you know.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, like, and I know you do like a lot of fucking physical shit, bro, all the time, bro. That's why we're always saying you're Jack D's, because you fucking are, bro. You're dedicated. Like a big part of you is that you're dedicated to your fitness, bro. And something I want to really dive into is, bro, like we talked about this, and you created the brand, bro, Alpha SZN, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And like you just created the greater, like when you said you were going to create, like you're going to pursue this fitness journey, and you created Alpha SZN, and you started getting the personal training license done and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let that's raw, bro. That's perfect, bro. So like, I just talk a little bit about that, bro.
The cool part about the Alpha season is I wanted it to touch on some of like what you're talking about being vulnerable, you know, and not only being vulnerable, professionalism,
Okay.
courage, bravery, and put all of that into it. You know, like as in being the alpha, it doesn't have to just be like standoffish and being the biggest person in the room and being the strongest person in the room. You know, it's all about being comfortable with yourself and accepting others for who they are and accept yourself for who you are. So it's like that's the type of brand I wanted to put out there, you know. So basically like reforming that alpha name, you know.
Okay, that's beautiful, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Damn, that's a good message, bro.
That's
See,
that's
this is why we want to have this dude on the talk. You could just talk about how he has grown as a person and how he wants to show who he is and show you how you can be just like him, bro. Alphas, bro.
Yeah. So like, I know a conversation me and you have dived into, Rob, is the triangle, bro, of it's life is not only mental, but it's physical and it's spiritual. We've talked
Yeah.
about that many times. And now I'm fucking a fat shit and eat everything in the house because it's quarantine, you know what I mean? But before,
Not just
I've
because it's quarantine.
nah, just because I like eating, bro. It's cool. I like to eat, you know what I mean? I like
I
to
mean,
eat.
who doesn't
Quarantine
like to eat,
snacks.
bro?
Like, it's not that I like to eat a lot. I like to eat snacks, bro. Specifically,
Okay.
specifically Reese's Cups, bro. But anyways, that's besides the point, bro.
Now we're digging deep in there. Reese cups.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta be truthful, bro. The only way you solve a problem is to be truthful with yourself, bro.
Yeah,
There
but
you
nah.
go.
But yo,
There you
I've worked,
go.
bro. I've worked out with you, bro, and you're a fucking beast, bro. And like, bro, like, has it always been like that? Where you just always wanting to be physical, wanting to be in the gym, wanting to be fit, or was it just something that was brought on to you, bro? How'd that start, bro? Because you're a fucking beast, bro. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah. So I guess it all started like the last time I could remember. Well, I was like maybe 10 or 11, right? And that's my older brother. He was in high school. He was on a football team, basketball team.
Okay.
So every day before school, wake up and do like push-ups and steps. Yeah, I was like 10, 11, 12 doing push-ups and sit-ups. My older brother is fun, you know, like it's always been fun. Like, and then I want to say 14, 15, I started doing MMA.
Okay.
So I did JKD, Jeet Kune Do, and
Yeah,
that's
Joker. Yeah.
Bruce Lee's art. So I was doing that for a while. And the funny part is I just got introduced to the gym maybe a couple years ago. You know,
Oh,
so it
okay.
was always I did MMA, then I did wrestling in school, playing sports with my friends. And then once when I got out of school, that's when I transitioned to the gym. But I've always been active, you know, always been active.
Okay.
And it's a stress reliever for me, you know. It's a
Okay.
stress
Oh,
reliever.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely for sure. So like the gym is like a lifestyle for you, I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah,
That it's
it's a
just your
lifestyle. Yeah.
solid, bro. That's solid, bro.
So
Yeah.
I got a
So
question
what I
because
noticed, okay.
for me, I think I struggle with trying to get my fitness to become a lifestyle. How did you get to that point?
So The hard part is the routine, right?
Yeah,
And
of course.
once when you build that routine, you start noticing things. You start noticing that you're breathing better, you're interacting better with people, and your day's going more smooth, and you have the more energy. The hard part is like you'll notice that you might fall off, and then you're gonna be eating like crap. You're not gonna be working out. And the easiest part to get back to it is knowing that how you felt when you was working out, how good you felt. Like they say, you don't know you're sick until you're feeling better.
Mm.
So it takes those going at it. You might fall off routine, then you get back on, and fall off routine. But what really helps you is that if you want better for yourself and you want to be more intellectual, you have to work out. Like like you said, it's a triangle. You have to balance yourself out. You have to add a little spirit in it. You have to add a little physical and mental. So if you want to be your best self, you have to hit those 3 points, and that's what turns a lifestyle for me. If I want to be a better person, better all the time, every day, I have to hit all 3 points. So
Makes sense.
that's
That's
why I wanted
beautiful,
my
bro.
lifestyle.
Makes sense. So like something I struggle with, right, was so I've gone to the gym, I'll say twice in my life where I truly went and I was getting results and stuff. But so the first time I was going, I was insecure in high school, right? I thought I was fat. So I was like, I gotta hit the gym so I could be jacked because everyone's calling me fat. So I wanted to get skinny.
Yeah.
So it was like I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go. You know what I mean? And then the second time was I broke up with my ex-girlfriend and my heart was all over the place and I was fucking heartbroken, you know what I mean? And so I just started banging out the weights again. But like that's what I'm saying. But I've always like when I went to the gym, I had a chip on my shoulder, you know what I mean? I had something that like kind of like forced me to go. And like
You
now
know
that
what
I
that
don't
is?
have that, I
I like
don't.
that you said that. I like that you said force, right? Because there's 2 types of motivations. There's push and there's pull. You know,
Okay.
those chips on your shoulders, I was pushing you to do something. When you have
Okay.
something that's inner and a purpose that comes from inside, like you want to be a better person, you want to be healthier, or you have a sickness that you want to do better for, or say you have kids and you want to
Okay.
show your kids example, you want to show your mother example, especially growing up in our type of culture where we don't eat the best type of food. That's a pull. That's something that's going to pull you. And the difference is after a couple weeks or after a couple months, that chip on your shoulder is going to come off. Like you're
Okay.
going to start looking better. You're going to be like, I don't need to go back. Or you're going to meet somebody else. And you're going to be like, forget the other person. But if you have something that's inner and stronger that pulls you, that's when it starts turning into a lifestyle. And
For
that's
sure.
the difference.
Yeah.
You have to, it's just like finding your, they say your why, your passion, and in a work sense, right?
Mm.
Something that pulls you. It's a difference. Like you're just saying I want more money so I could get this car. That's a push. That doesn't last. So you want to find a reason that wakes you up every day to go run, whether it's raining or not, or you don't go to the gym or work out in your home, or just get yourself moving, that's the pull that you want to need, you want to find.
Definitely, bro. A good friend of mine, his name is Jonathan Vargas, JV, bro. Smooth dude, you know him, bro. Yeah, he was
So,
like, he talked to me, he sat me down, he was like, yo, Vic, honestly, bro, you're getting a little chunky, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you're kind of concerning me. You should hit the gym. And I was like, yo, JV, bro, like, honestly, I wasn't ragging on him or nothing, but I was like, yo, JV, honestly, bro, I appreciate you, like letting me know that. But
Like
like
the
I was like,
concern.
yeah, I appreciate the concern that you have for like my well-being, but it's just like I was like, I'm gonna be honest, bro, it's not gonna motivate me to go to the gym, bro. Like, cause I'm comfortable with how I look. I don't care how I
Yeah.
look. You know what I mean?
I
So
feel
like
like, yeah, I feel like,
that's a hard thing to like go over. Cause like I always like I'm like one of these guys that I'm like, oh, I want to go to the gym. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I used to go to the gym. Yeah, I could go back to the gym, but I'll go a couple days and I'll stop going because I don't have like that drive, and I'm trying to find that drive in me.
so
It's struggling, bro.
so do you let's involve the podcast, right? Do you want to do better for people with this podcast and inspire people with this podcast?
For sure,
100%.
yeah,
Okay.
100%, bro.
Now, do you also believe that people should work out and be more physically healthy?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
for
I
sure.
definitely
So part of
Yes.
that, you know, when you have this face value, now you guys on YouTube. I can see you. We can see each other.
Okay.
You also want to present that through the screen, through the podcast. You know, if they see a healthy Vic and they see a healthy Jason, that's inspired them by looks. It's not what you say, but it's what you're doing.
Makes
You know,
sense.
so
I mean, yeah, that's one of our plans was to be able to inspire people by letting them see our growth as individuals as well as are showing us like what we speak. You know what I mean?
Mm.
100%, yeah.
So
And I think
like similarly to Vic, I've also had like times where I've had that push to go to the gym. Like I've always been like a chubbier dude, bro. I always had extra weight on me, so I was like, when I was younger, I wanted to go to the gym. But now I feel like I've gotten to that point where I'm done doing stuff for motivation for other people, and I really want to do it for myself. And I know I care for my health, but for some reason I just can't get myself in there either.
Mm.
is there a certain type of like insecurity with going to the gym or not an
I mean,
interest?
I've definitely had times where I go to the gym and I feel like I'm looking around and everybody like knows what they're doing. They're going to the machines they want to go to, and sometimes I just feel lost in myself. But I've also had like times where I prepare myself ready to go, and I go and I don't know, just after I just don't feel that satisfaction that I used to feel. Like when I had a gym partner, bro, it was just lit, bro. You know, you would just go talk your shit, lift some
There's
weights.
a
It was just a
competition
good
factor
time.
to it, bro.
It's a competition, but once you just lose that gym partner, I don't know. I just don't got that motivation like that.
So that's one thing. You know, I definitely when I need to jump back into it, like I sent Victor a 30-day workout challenge. So you gotta put those quarantine snacks away.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a reason for me doing that is the accountability, you know. So I sent it to you, I sent it to my brother,
Okay.
and somebody that is in love with fitness and finds true passion in fitness. I still put those things in place for myself. Is those accountabilities, you know, and when you have a good gym partner, and you don't find a gym partner, you can find a gym partner that's just starting, and that's good. But also, you might want to look for a gym partner that's already there. You
Mm.
know, like after you go there a couple times and you see somebody that looks familiar, and be like, "Hey, you mind if I jump in with you?" And actually build those connections. You know, it's also a part of networking.
Mm.
That's true, because that's definitely one thing I struggle with too, bro. Like I told the story where I literally had the CEO of the company just like nonchalant try to tie of a company I work for try to nonchalant start a conversation with me, but I don't know, I just get mad nervous with the same. It's like these are just faults I know in myself, and I just don't know how to solve them. He came over was like, "Yo, how's the food?" I was like, "Ah, nah." The food's pretty good. And like, I don't know, I guess I just looked so nervous. He got uncomfortable in himself and was like, all right. And didn't even grab food, bro. He literally just dipped, was like, yeah, I'd rather not get food than stand next to this dude, bro.
So I think just bro, you have to just like you have to understand that, bro. Like like yes, he's the CEO of your company, bro, and he's probably the one signing your checks or whatever, but he is human, bro. And like any other human, bro, it all starts with a hi, bro. You know what I mean? It all starts with how's it going? Hello. You know what I mean? And then the conversation will travel. Similar to this podcast. Like, bro, I literally don't know what we're gonna talk about. I just talk and it just flows out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just conversation, bro. It's not you're comparing your level 1 with this dude's level 50, bro. You know what I
I,
mean? And
I mean, it's
But
not that I'm
but
comparing. I don't know. I just want to make a good first impression. This is what is my struggle, bro.
but
mm,
I think what you said with like level 1 and level 50, that could be a problem right there, you know, and just looking at as oh he's the CEO and that he's has it such high status, like if you're showing a professional or the best you at all times, it doesn't matter if it's your coworker or the CEO, you know, and putting that pressure on that status that society does, that's what's gonna make you be like, folding up, you know. So
good. It's good. The food's good.
Yo,
yeah,
I was
you want
mad
to be
nervous.
personable. You want to be personable, you know, and
Mm.
just looking at people as humans, sometimes that shines through, you know. You don't want to just be that person that, oh hi, you know, and trying to give you a Kickstarter at each time, you know. You want to treat the person like a human and show him who you are as Jason, you know. And you're You're Jason, man. You're interesting. You have so much. You're like an onion. There's so many levels to peel from you. So like,
Thank you, bro.
just yeah, man. Just thinking about it like that and showing them who you are as a person is gonna shine through, man. Trust me.
Crazy facts.
Yo, see, this is what I need, bro. I just need somebody to keep talking in my ear, motivation, bro. I'm gonna just do the shit that I gotta do. Yo, Rob. So I got a question, bro. So you were talking about how you need a passion. You know how it's like the push and pull thing where you just feel like you have to have a passion that will pull you into the
Yeah.
gym. So you think the gym is a passion for you?
So the gym is a vessel and it's a vehicle, right?
Okay.
My passion and that the thing that pulls me is to try to bring back and give back to my people, basically. You know,
Okay.
and hey man, I used to eat rice and beans and chicharrones and all that stuff like that. You know, like all the fatty food, like that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Snacks and sugar and soda. You know, I was a kid drinking juice and soda like out of a baby bottle, you know? So like that's the type of stuff that I grew up in, and that the more I grew and learned and I see like my family with diabetes and all these health issues, I'm like, all right, there gotta be something here, you know? So into the activities I like to do. You know,
Mm.
so I go to treadmill and run. Why? So I could run hills. You know, I lift weights, I deadlift. Why? So I could do the obstacles in the space. You know, so you do want to find what you're interested in. You know, if you want to do boxing and all that, that's perfect. You're still being physically active. Now, if you want to incorporate the gym, you do workouts that's gonna make you more functional, make you more healthy while you're doing those activities. So
Bro,
that's a good way of tying them together.
that's crazy, man. I never thought of it like that. Yo, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, I'm telling you, Robbo, Hobel, whatever you want to call him, Robert Smooth, bro. He's a fucking beast, bro. I legit never thought of it like that, bro. I legit was like, the gym is the gym, bro. Like, this is how I was thinking of it. I won't even lie. You go to the gym, bro, if you want to see cuts on your arms, bro, and you want to be, jack these, and you want to have the V taper, bro, on the abs, bro, and you want to just be defined, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Yeah.
you want to be the perfect specimen of human, bro. That's how I was thinking. Oh, that's what the gym is gonna do. I never thought the gym was gonna keep me. You know what I mean? I never thought of it like that, bro. That's fucking insane and nuts, bro. And yo, bro, no bullshit. I want to fucking lift some weights now, bro. Just yo, I'm
There you
fucking
go,
hyped.
there you
What up?
I'm
Do it
hyped.
up. Use that motivation, bro.
I'm legit hyped, bro. Cause I know I like, cause I've been sparring and stuff by myself,
Yeah.
bro. Just shadow boxing, bro. And I've been just like sparring my little brother, but I can't, beat him up like that. And I've been having mad fun doing it.
Yeah, you're a bully, bro. You probably be punching him with all your force, bro. What the fuck?
Nah. I'll never punch Mano with all my foot. But I do, I do give him a little.
Cause he's gonna get bigger. That's why.
Yeah, is that yo,
Yo,
he's getting big, bro. He's getting big. Like, not even joking. Like, yo, like the other day, like I was messing with him, right? I'm throwing him my jab, hitting him in the shoulder, and he's like, he ducks down, boom, hits me in the gut, and I was like, oh, all right, that's good. I was like, that's good, bro. That's good. I was like, yeah, we're done for today. And I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh.
Go downhill from there, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
you,
that's the same shit with my little brother. I've been bullying him for fucking, I don't even know how long, bro. Now that dude's taller than me. He's, what's up, dog? What's up?
Oh man.
Hey, same here, man. My little brother got taller than me. Little husky self. I still gotta put the moves on though. I gotta let
man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was so one day we had a pool party at Jason's crib. And we're fucking chilling or whatever. And I'm not even joking. I think I'm nasty at wrestling. I think I'm fucking nasty at wrestling. And I like, me and Rob, we talked about how this dude wrestled or whatever. So I try to wrestle fucking Rob. I'm fucking wrestling. I think I'm winning. I got wrist control or whatever. I think I'm kicking his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even joking. Not even joking. He fucking military presses me.
Oh, is that when he threw you in the pool?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, never in my life, there was a whole bunch of girls there. My boys are there.
I felt so bad, man. I kicked him out. I told him, man, I felt so bad. I jumped in the pool myself.
Yo, I swear, when I see you throw him, bro, I swear he was like 20 feet in the air, bro. Yo, he was flying, dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm over here. I'm hosting the party. I got the shades on. I got the Hawaiian pink shirt on, the pink shorts. I'm Mr. Cool Guy. I'm over here trying to wrestle Rob. This dude legit like this like that. Boom! Lifts me above his shoulders, throws me into the pool, and I came up and I was like, yo. So you're a beast of a human being, bro. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
It's bad when everybody stops smoking hookah to look.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck happened?
Oh, bro, that is probably, to this day, that's probably the most insane shit that's ever fucking happened to me in my life. 1 second, I'm telling you, I think I'm kicking his ass. Next thing I know, legit, full, boom, into the pool.
That's how you know Vic was surprised, bro, because he's telling the same story 3 times.
Yeah, that was one for the books.
That was one for the books. That's the fucking goofy. Oh man, fucking goofies. But yo, enough about me. This episode's about fucking Rob.
For real, bro. You always be taking the spotlight. What the fuck,
sorry,
bro? Shut the fuck up, dog. Yo, Rob, bro. Drop some fucking knowledge, bro. Drop some knowledge right now. What you gotta say?
Yo, on the spot. What y'all want to know though? Give me the sign.
So like something that like you're a big you're a big inspiration to me, bro, and something that like has truly inspired me. Like if you want to talk about it, is your past, bro. You come from I'm gonna choose my words wisely, but you come from not the greatest past, you know what I mean? And to see the person that you are today, it truly is an inspiration. So like if you don't mind, bro, it would be amazing to hear, bro.
Okay. So I guess like, want me to start young or start?
Up to you, bro. It's your story.
It's up to you. It's your story. I mean, we've obviously, we've talked about. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever you want to share, brother.
Okay. So I guess we'll start right in my phone, just collecting myself.
No, take your time, bro. Take your time.
You're good, bro.
Take your time.
Collecting myself. Nah, so like we always spoke before, and that's another thing that like, if you want to talk about pole, right? it's like to see myself where I started, and part of my past is like went to a foster home and thing, and been there for a couple of years, and almost got adopted, and I went back with my mother and stuff. So that's how actually I came out to Boston.
Okay.
And part of me being in Boston, my older brothers, one was my grandmother, the other one was in a foster home as well. And my little brother came home with my mother probably a year and a half before me. So he was already out here. And it was just a culture shift, like I grew up like a little town, you know, my mother and my friend's mother knew my mother, my friend's older brother knew my older brother, kind of like Chelsea,
We all know each
how it
other.
is. And yeah, where everybody knows each other. So when I came to Boston, it was a little of a culture shock, and I remember 3 days after I moved to Dorchester, and I was sitting in the car, and no lie, right? My mother's in the driver's seat, my older brother's in the front, and then I'm in the back. So I looked over to the left, and some dude's getting beat up for his sneakers. And we in the car, like chilling, like right across the street. And they had one of the dudes on the car beating him up, trying to take his sneakers, and another was in a just watching. So then, like, I'm looking over to my left. They don't care that we're there, and it's just what they're doing. And I'm like, that's weird. So then, whatever, brush that away. 3 more days later, so it's a week into moving, I look out the window and I'm just like on the porch. Looked out the window, went on the porch, and some dudes are fighting outside. And then somebody gets stabbed.
Oh,
So I'm
Oh
like,
shoot.
yeah, so I'm like, at this time, probably like 13 or 14. So it was a big culture shock, And part of that was that, I started going to school out there, and I got 4 brothers and older sister. I grew up around all that. So it's like me going out there, it was always like that one person. You know how that one person will try to test you. So
yeah.
it started off with that, and just me growing up with brothers, it was always defend myself.
Of
So
Mm.
course.
it started off with like little fights here, little fights there, and like as I get older, it kind of led into like more deeper stuff. So like basically me and my close friends, like we met off of just, fighting and doing all that type of stuff like that.
Mm.
And we kind of build a family around that, like
That
just think about,
lifestyle.
yeah, think about like if you have a group of 10 people that's always like trying to target people, right?
Okay.
And they target like 5 different people separately. And then one day those 5 people group together to stand up for that against those 10 people, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started with like my friends, and then that just led to different stuff, like drugs, fighting, whatever, guns and all that stuff like that. And it lets me doing, getting in trouble basically,
Okay.
and dealing with the law, getting like charges and shit like that. And but the cool part was I never lost vision of where I wanted to be, and like a cool backstory I always say is that my mother, like, she was abusing drugs and stuff, right? So then, like, what made it bring out to Boston is that she went to um, what's it called, substance abuse program,
Okay.
right? So the place that she did treatment in, she also ended up working overnight, and then from working overnight, she just kept working there, working there, working there, to the point where she is now 12 years later as like a director of the whole, like a director of all the programs and stuff.
That's
So
beautiful.
like she oversees all these different buildings of the place that where she started from.
Okay.
So with me growing up seeing that as a vision, it was a battle. It's like where you want to be and where your reality is. So like I always did stuff like, and that's part of me talking to you about trying to find your pluralism and show that brand, because it was always a balance of me having going to school and people trying to jump me, or going to school and people like trying to rob me, trying to, stab me and stuff like that. Like I had to deal with stuff like that, like imagine being 15, you have to go to school. I mean, one day I got caught in school with a knife, right?
Okay.
So then the officer stops me and they're like, "Oh, why you have this, right?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, I got to get to school. So it's either I carry a knife to go to school or I just don't go to school." And then they looked at me and they were like, "Well, at least stash it outside." My teachers and the officers at my school, like, so they knew what it was, and it was like those are the challenges I had to go through with school. And so it's always a balance of the reality and where I want to be. So even to this day, man, it's like now I transition that. So it's like, all right, so if I have to bust at work now, that's my reality. But how is this gonna pull me through to the big? How can I sacrifice right now and like working crazy hours to put me where I want to be in the future? And
Yeah.
that takes me a long way and something I learned and that will drive me to like success. Drive me to overcoming anything, basically. And the way I look at it now is like if I'm able to overcome now dealing with now is not a problem. So I always look at stuff as how to solve it now. And it gets
Okay.
a little deeper than that. So that's like the over of it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like yo, bro, like I'm telling you, like as we got closer and the stories you told me, it was not only like crazy, but it was also like inspiring, bro. Because I know like where you came from, and I know the person you are today. Like, and a question that comes to my mind is like, if you could have like a magical wand, bro, you could just go back and you could fix all that. Would you? Like, would you fix all that, or would you keep it as the same because this made you the person you are? You know what I mean?
I would never fix it. There's not a fix. That's a bad word.
Mm,
There's not a
There you
fix.
go.
I
So you got to
see,
look at it.
bro, I see people that would look at my life as tough, right? And
Yeah.
they'll complain about like think about now.
okay.
Maybe 2 months from now, people will complain about having to go to a shitty job or whatever, or having to work so many hours.
Yeah.
And then now that it's they're complaining about staying in the house. Like first, how you complain about not having the time to see friends, not having time for your family, but family you complain about not working.
Okay.
So it's like my past taught me to just be appreciative, be for gratitude. Like I'm 25. And like I have a stigma that says I'm not even supposed to make it to 25.
Okay.
I seen death times. Like remember that story that I did in Europe?
Yeah. Like if I remember correctly, you were like you saw your life flash before your eyes, right? Essentially.
No, and like, well, you right? And just a little backstory. Like, I got into a little situation where somebody pulled a gun out. So, but how you say, like, you would think that I see my life flash in front of me, right? You would think that'd be a traumatic moment in my life. That
Okay.
was just part of a everyday, like a everyday thing. And I was telling people that it was harder, right? Making that speech of my classmates that I was with for like 8 months, than it
Mm-hmm.
was to go through. And that just magnifies if what's in your lifestyle, what's in your everyday is not bad. Like if that's where you live, then you don't see anything wrong with it. But it was harder for me to get up in front of friends and just make a speech about it. That created more feelings than me actually going through it. And even after that moment, I went back to my friends and just was hanging out like nothing happened, you know?
That's crazy, man. That's
So like, why would I fix it? Why would I
yeah,
fix it? Everything I have now that I face in my life is not nearly as bad, you know?
for sure.
I feel like this connects kind of smooth with something that Vic always asks me. He's always like, who do you feel bad for? The kid that grew up with everything and now he's suffering because he doesn't know like the perspective on life, or the kid that actually had to struggle to get to where he's at right now. And for me, obviously, you want to feel bad for the person that struggled their whole life going through so like if, bro, if I had a gun pulled out on me, I don't even know how I would react to that kind of shit, bro. Like it's just a traumatic, scene to have a thing that can so easily take your life away, have like get pulled out straight in front of you. Yet that moment you take it and make it such a positive thing, you
Mhm.
know. So
Yeah.
like,
Eh,
do you truly
eh,
feel bad
eh,
for the kid,
what was
for the
that?
for the do you truly feel bad for somebody that had nothing, that had everything for them so easy, or somebody that had to struggle and now has this whole perspective on life?
It's a weird one. I think it pulls on both sides, and it's like that person that grew up through the mud or whatever, how I like to say it, he builds character, and it builds you appreciating people for who they are and not materialistic things, right? So a quick story, right, is that when I went to a foster home, they had money and like in the mansion and Blackstone type shit. And I used to get this back in the day. I used to get the Game Boys, the Pokemon, and
Oh
everything.
shit, yeah, yeah, all right.
Every year. Like I used to get all these toys, right? But that didn't mean nothing to me. And then I went back to living in Boston with my mother, and there was none of that. Like even for Christmas, we went to Christmas in the city to get free gifts. Like so. I learned more about. Yeah, I got all the gifts when I was in that foster home, but all I wanted was to be around family.
Yeah,
So
makes
like
sense.
I personally probably feel more bad about somebody that doesn't build that character, you know. And there's ways to have a better life and still build that character in the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just have a good life and you don't find a way to build character in your kids, I feel bad. So I think character is everything. Because if you lose everything right now, all you have is you as a person.
Maybe your
You
family,
know,
or hopefully at least your family.
Yeah, I agree. I
yeah.
agree. I agree
I mean
100%,
everything,
Rob.
everything like material stuff. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, so I agree. I agree 100%, Rob. So like, I always ask Jason that question because I think so. When I asked him that question, like, do you feel bad for the kid that's always struggled, right? Or do you feel bad for the kid that's had everything, right, but just doesn't know who he is or she is? I feel bad for the person that has everything. I always tell him this because when I think about my life, I think like similar to you. Like I've seen the struggle, and I've seen you know there was a time where like my mom, I love my mom so much because there was times where we didn't have light, bro. We didn't have light in the crib, but we always had food, bro. You know what I mean? There was
Yeah.
times where we didn't have hot water, bro, but we always had food, bro. My mom, throughout the struggles has always provided me without being hungry, bro. And that's something that she takes pride in, and that's something that I'm so appreciative of, right? Appreciative. I can't even speak. Appreciative of, right? But like it just like so I was asked that question at a barbershop by some old head, you know what I mean? An old dude. And he was just like, who do you feel bad for? And I was like, at first I was like, yo, I feel bad for the dude that's struggling, because obviously when we're struggling, all we want is everything. You know what I mean? We want that person's life, right? And then he was like, nah, I feel bad for the rich kid. He's like, you're struggling, yes. He's like, but this is giving you life lessons that you'll take on forever. And you know what I mean? And like similar to you, like I've seen, I'm gonna call it darker days in my life, right? But because I've seen these darker days, I've I know that like nothing, like I feel like nothing could stop me, bro. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
when I'm complaining about like oh shit, like yo, I'm stressed out because of my job or whatever, like I have to just be grateful, bro, because Like, yeah, look at the things I'm complaining about now, bro. When we used to complain about not having lights, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, life is good, bro, and that's
when-
why like I just love it so much, bro. So I take a similar like way of thinking the way
when
you
you start from the bottom, man, all you could do is look up.
exactly, bro.
And there's a sense of beauty of that, you know. And like they say, hard times make oh damn, I'm cutting up
I
right now.
got you. It's something like it's hard times, empty pockets,
Ma-
and broken hearts. Make fuck, I froze. Oh,
nah, I got it's hard times make strong men.
mm-hmm.
Strong men make easy times. Easy times make strong men. So it's like if I start, it's like a self-made man, you know. And I started from the bottom. I built this empire, and I give it to my kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I started with hard times and made it strong. And then I'm providing easy times for my son, which is gonna make a weaker man because he didn't start from the bottom. A
Mm-hmm.
man, because he didn't learn that character, is gonna make hard times because, like they say, there's not a self-made man can't have. There's no son of a self-made man. Meaning, if I give anything to my son, he's not a self-made man. He got everything.
Okay.
And because of that, sometimes you lose that character and that drive, you know, and that grit and being persistent and everything, and it'll make hard times for their son, basically.
Okay.
So sometimes it's a cycle, you know, and we have to break it. So like there's positives, the pros and cons on each side, but for me, growing up with being that kid that had nothing, I see the value in that. And I would never go back and change anything because it made me feel who I am, you know? And now everything in this world is just easy game for me, you
Okay.
know?
So,
And it's like part of that is like when you say that person that starts from the bottom, all he wants is what that other person has.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes when you grow from the bottom, you don't even see yourself having anything. So
Yeah.
that sometimes that's a hard part too, because sometimes you get stuck at it being the man on the bottom.
see, that's what I was gonna ask you because I feel like there is such thing as like that small like me and Victor used to say the small city mentality where you think you only deserve so much because you came from so like this lower place and you think you belong there, which that's totally possible. I've seen it happen where people are just like, oh, I broke and I'm destined to be broke for my whole life when that's truly not the truth.
And that's a poor mindset.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
we
it's
so you could I feel like you could have a poor mindset and be poor and also have a poor mindset and be rich at the same time.
so I try to separate it and I say I could be broke, but I'm never poor. And
Okay.
when I say that is that my pockets might be broken. I might not have nothing to my name, but my mindset's not poor. And for somebody that doesn't have a poor mindset, they could have $1 million and lose it tomorrow. But if you don't have that poor mindset, you learn how to make that money back. And that's the big difference. Is like a poor mindset will always make you poor. Always, you know? And you see it all the time. How many times athletes make millions and millions and millions of dollars, but they have that poor mindset and then they end up broke, bankrupt. You know, like if we don't learn how to switch those that mindset and switch those habits and everything that we grow up with,
The triggers.
yeah, they're gonna end up broke. And that's part of like I bring it back to like that's part of being an alpha, you know, and teaching and giving back. That's what I want to do, you know. And like I didn't grow up with all this financial wisdom and all that stuff. I had to go out and learn it, you know. Like they say, you talk finances at the kitchen table. I grew up not even eating at the kitchen table.
Oh
So
shit.
I didn't even have a place for that, you know. And That's why they say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's because you don't learn finances at school. You learn how to be a worker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
You know, so if and it's called generational pass throughs, basically.
Okay.
If my father didn't know wasn't financially stable or didn't know financial literacy, how can he teach his son financial literacy? And how can his son teach his son or daughter? Uh,
Makes
how?
sense.
So
Makes
those
sense.
are generational pass throughs. That poor mindset is being brought from the grandfather to your father to the son.
And you don't mean to do
It's
that too. It just
it's so
happens
No,
that
that's
way.
how
understandable.
that's how you
Yeah.
know. That's how you
Yeah.
know. And that's like I was telling you, like that didn't scare me because that was just my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's just like a big reason why like I knew like so when I was 18 years old and I was deciding like, okay, what do I want to do with my life? Everyone's going to community college or whatever, right? My mind was, whatever, ladies and gentlemen, I got kicked out of community college, but I always thought like if I learned how to use money and I learned how to manipulate it to make work for me, I want to be able to bring it back. That what I've learned, I want to bring it back to my people, bro, my family, bro, my loved ones, to my eventually, my city, bro. A goal that I said from day one is I want to stop this idea that all because we come from somewhere doesn't mean that we have to forever be in that mindset. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from Chelsea. Like, all because I'm from Chelsea. Like, I gotta live in the streets, bro. I gotta do this street shit, bro. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I have to. It's not that you have to. It's that's all you know. You know what I mean? And like,
Mm.
there's a bigger like overview of life that's not just the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I always bring this up, but I learned that when I went to Las Vegas, bro. Like I'm telling you, it was like the craziest thing I've ever fucking been through in my life. Like I never been on a plane. I never did any of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I was
Yeah.
doing it, and like I realized that's what like truly showed me that I can make it out the city, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
And you
Uh,
said that too. I
yeah, like
remember that. You was like always been Chelsea. Your identity was Chelsea, it's Chelsea.
yeah.
But I remember you saying that was the first time you could see yourself out of it. And that's really important. And like you it's kind of you have to switch that mindset too when people be like, oh, I'm just from Chelsea. I can't go nowhere else. Or like, but the thing I say is that I'm from the streets. So there's nothing that could stand in my way except
Okay.
myself. So it's like instead of me saying I'm from the streets, now that's where I belong. I can't get out. No, it's that's where I grew up. So if I could fight that every day, then I could fight this corporate job easily. Like what's
Ah,
gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I went to obstacles, whatever, chopping up my
obstacles. Yeah,
words.
yeah, yeah. You're good,
One of
bro.
the obstacles, life-threatening situations to whether it could be a write-up.
Yeah.
So like, if I could overcome that, I could definitely overcome this.
For sure. I remember telling you, bro, I was like, bro, like honestly, when we first started at the bank, bro, we started together. I remember I was like, bro, honestly, this is probably the easiest job I've ever had in my life, bro. You know what I mean? Like, cause I remember I was telling you, like, bro, I worked at Home Depot, bro, where I was picking up fucking bags of concrete, bro, for contractors all fucking day. You know what I mean? I was getting dirty, bro, all fucking day. And I was just I was always dirty and gross with concrete all over me. I was always sweating, bro. And I was I wasn't even making that much, bro. I was making minimum wage, bro. And then when I finally became an employee, bro, and I sat there, I had my own desk, bro. I had 2 screens, bro. I'm just chilling, bro. I could legit sip a coffee, bro. And the only thing that they care about is email etiquette and fucking, you know what I mean? And just good communication. I was like, oh, I got this in the fucking bag, bro. It
Yeah.
was it was easy for me, bro. And
So can I ask you? You know how you said that you want to give back, right? And how you said when you learn something, you want to give back. At what point At what point do you feel you have to learn so much to get back, or that every day you could get back and where you at now?
I want to do it gradually. So like right now, like I think like this. Like if you impact one person, you could impact the world, bro. You know what I mean? And like I learn new stuff every day from my job. I'm in investments, and I see how money flows between not only banks but between currencies and between exchange rates and things like that. And I've learned, I'm learning little techniques, and I'm learning how something as big as a bank, how they move their money. So I think of my bank account as like as a bank, you know what I mean? And I've been just teaching stuff like that. Not, I haven't done like a seminar or nothing where I'm teaching it to, but I've been teaching my mom that, and like she's slowly paying off her debts now. You know what I mean? Um, I've had debts and I've paid them off smoothly. I'm slowly like talking to my brother, giving him like obviously I have to condense it because he's like a little kid, but I'm slowly showing him the ways, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm making an impact in my house, and I feel like I could start off in my house. I make an impact with my mom, my little brother, myself. You start off with yourself, you be an example for other people, and then I could eventually grow and talk to Jason, talk to you, talk to people, bro, talk to 10 people, 20 people, 30 people about the stuff that I've lived through and the stuff that I've just learned, and just grow. And I feel like that's how I'm gonna give it back. And that's why this podcast is so important to me, because not only can I express myself and I can joke around and I can have amazing guests like my boy Robbo here, Alpha SZN, ladies and gentlemen, but I could legit speak my truths, bro. And because I learn every day at my job, and not only my job, and because every day I try to learn something new and I speak it on this podcast, I feel like because I learned something new and I'm talking about it, other people could learn something new too, bro. And that's just how I see it.
Yeah,
I
so the reason for me asking that is because a big thing that I always wanted to do was target the youth, and not only the youth, but mainly the youth with my fitness, and I
Okay.
always wanted to, not always wanted to, but I am going to open up like a nonprofit where I teach the youth professionalism, fitness, nutrition, and start to like rewire that poor mindset that we grew up with,
Mm,
because a great thing is that I had that in my life as well. And I always search for mentors. And when I say like I had to look at my future but also live my reality, I put myself in like a group where we learned that we had professionalism workshops. It was called boot camp. And then we had like fitness stuff, and we went to banquets with like the mayor and actually learned like networking and stuff. But like I will go suited up and then leave that banquet after shaking the mayor's hand to then go into the block and dapping one of my dudes up.
okay.
So it's like I think that's really important because we have a lot of people that grew up in that environment.
Yeah.
And not to knock it, but sometimes it feels like you're stuck, and sometimes it's hard to tell that person to go get a think about this, right? And just play with this scenario. Say there's a little kid that's about 12 years old, and he has a little brother that's probably like 7 and a little sister that's 5, right?
Okay.
And his mom is on drugs and his father's not around, right?
Yep.
A typical story, right?
Typical story, yeah.
A million of my friends could fall in this
Yeah, and the same story.
Scenario, yeah.
a million of them. So what happens there? Maybe the mother's out of mind, out of place, and not being able to provide food, right?
Hmm.
As a 12-year-old boy and you got a little brother and a little sister, I see it all the time. They go try to steal something at a store just to feed the little brother and sister. They get stopped, pulled over, boom, they get arrested. Right there, that little kid is in the system. Right there, he starts getting triggered, he put in the system. That's when that mindset starts kicking in on the streets, the streets, the streets. And then not only that, that's when society starts
Pushing them away.
pushing them away and blackballing them, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, this kid has been stealing since he was 12. And then at 14, it starts going into like drugs or fighting or stealing, bigger stuff, and then it goes into drugs, and then that story's unsold. And then people say, "Oh, that person could have made different choices." Listen,
It's really
if
not.
I was
Yeah.
if I was 12 years old and my little brother and little sister was hungry at home, my mom wasn't doing that, and I have no older figures in my life, but probably the dudes on the block that's actually selling drugs. I've been on the block and I've seen people that sold drugs give little kids a couple dollars in here and there, and they love that. That's the first person that's actually showing love and actually giving back to them, and that's who they're gonna envy. So like when people say, "Oh, that person could have did better," or that person could have chose a different outcome in life, sometimes it's not that easy. You're thinking as a grown person that you can make a decision and a choice.
Yeah.
So for me, I see the same. I agree with you that it's like a story that you see from many, many different people. You see it in rap music, you see it in like movies and shit all the time. You see the same kind of story. Um, and I think that it's just the way that the like we said, the society is built in the way that it structures you in the same way. And like you say, you in that same position, you might make that same decision to have to go and steal something just to provide for your family. And you're not thinking it's bad. You're thinking you're making a good decision, trying to help somebody out. And then, like you said, you get blackballed. Boom, society doesn't want you no more. They're like, yo, this dude's a criminal. And then it's not just you, because it could be your friend and your other friend and your other friend doing the same kind of shit. And then it
Yeah,
becomes what it becomes is a whole race of people are being pushed aside and called this name and this shit, because it seems like they're making these decisions to do this bad thing all at once. But what they're really trying to do is just survive. And that's what I
yeah,
feel. If you don't get that perspective from being there, or like being in it yourself, or being around it. Like for me, I never really had like those issues where my parents were struggling to put food on the table or stuff like that. My parents were pretty well off, but I lived in the city where I could see that right around me with my friends. My friends had the same kind of problems, and I'm like, yo, I don't get that same perspective where I feel the struggle, but I get the same. I get this gain this perspective where I know there's such thing as struggle, and struggle can affect you to make this poor decisions just like that.
yeah.
It's just
And
not
like,
even fucking fair, bro.
and part of that is like you're saying, like the person might not even think it's right. Sometimes it's wrong. And like, and part of that survival. Look at a couple weeks ago when you had people fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, talk about survival. Like, so if you have grown men and women fighting over toilet paper because they want to feel like that's survival, then of course that little kid's gonna try to steal some ramen noodles.
Yeah,
Like,
just for the siblings, bro.
yeah. So it's about survival. Like the things you would do just to survive, nothing could stand in your way. And then right at that point, at 12 years old, you're already institutionalized.
Yeah.
And so then an important message to that is like, I get where you at in reality right now, but you have to like put things in place to like get you out of there. And that's what I had to do with finding mentors and finding all this stuff. But it didn't keep me from my reality. And like I said, I will go to banquets, but then I'll have to go back on the block and chill. Or I will go to banquets and I have to go back home and have to like watch my back to make sure nobody's trying to follow me or anything like that. I have to look around and make sure the cops aren't trying to like harass me. So it's like, imagine like you're literally shaking the hand of the mayor, and then 2 hours later when you take that bus home or whatever, you're getting harassed by the cops,
Yeah.
or somebody's running up on you saying, where you from? And it's like, sometimes it's hard to keep that level head of, I need to keep doing this for my future, when I have to risk my life to step out of that neighborhood. It's easy for me to stay on my street where I know I'm safe and everybody around me, but then it's hard to go out to like South Boston or something, when I live in Dorchester and I have to get myself out of that and I could bump into anybody and I'm by myself. And not only by myself, I had to dress up in a suit
Yeah.
or
That shit
a
just
suit
says
and
money
tie.
on it. That shit just says money on it.
Yeah, and not only that, it should look it says victim.
Oh,
You know, it says somebody that drives by that doesn't like me and I can't do nothing. I can't even run right because I got dress shoes on. You know, like, and that's the stuff that you have to learn how to balance. It's like I'm willing to sacrifice technically my life to put these things in place to have a better future. You know, so now my sacrifices are little compared to that. You know,
Okay.
and I think that's really important for people to get that are in hard positions.
Yeah.
That you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to risk it. You know, because this is how I look at it. I might have sacrificed, put my life on the line for that stuff, but if I never got off the block, I would probably still end up losing my life, and
Makes
maybe a
sense.
lot quicker. So yes, I kind of landed on the other end of it, but it's easily that I could have been right down the street and lost my life, or I could have lost it trying to get out. But the way I thought about it is that if I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna lose it while trying to get out of here. You know,
mm,
I'm not gonna stay a victim and be stuck. You're gonna have to take me out while I'm trying to get out. You
Makes
know,
sense, bro.
so
beautiful, bro.
Beautiful, bro, for sure. Something that like brought up to my mind was when we were talking about the 12-year-old with the stealing for his siblings. Something that like we always ask, like, how could that person do such a thing? You know what I mean? We always scold them like with these questions, but we're asking the wrong questions. We have to be asked, why is he doing this? You know what I mean? There has to be we're not understanding the struggle. We're not understanding why there's
Oh,
intention there.
I don't agree with you because you're saying we as the three of us, I guess we understand. It's
we
not the
as we as in
it's not the
society.
right people that are understanding that this is really happening. Because I know, I bet you if you surveyed all the people that live in the same city as somebody that this is happening to, they're gonna be able to bring up the same similar kind of stories. My friend did this, my friend did that. It's the people outside that could where if you want to move out of the city, you have to move somewhere else where you're gonna look like an outsider, and where you're that outsider, those people that place where you moved, those people don't want you there because they don't know. They think all they think is that person is from this city, and this city this is happening, and then you're branded with that name. Well, who really has to understand this? People that don't have the same perspective, that don't know that this is going on. Because
so
we
also
as individuals, we know, but not everybody knows. And the people that don't know is the people that will make the difference that can help change this kind of circumstances, I feel.
I I like the fact that you brought up people moving out. You know, so say you have those 1 in 10 people that actually do good, go to school, cover the odds, and then say they become a doctor or they have like a nice job or something. And then what do? They move out of the hood. But that also I get it on both sides because they want to move out because they don't want their kids to be exposed to all that violence. But on the same note, what happens there is that when that person moves out, schools, if I'm not mistaken, they get funded off um, property tax. A lot of schools get
Yeah.
funded off property tax, right? And when you look at Boston, and a bunch of Boston is campuses and stuff. So
Hmm.
there's not a lot of or government owned homes. So there's not a lot of property tax that goes back into the schools. But then that doctor that came from the hood moves out to like Brookline, buys a house there. Now they're giving back to the school system in Brookline instead of buying a house from where you're from and giving back that way. So it's like that. It's hard because you have to choose to put yourself in a bad position for your community or put your community in a bad position for your well-being.
For
And that's
yourself.
a hard choice. Always.
So
About now that little kid is not seeing that role model.
Mm.
so for me, I agree with you because I've always, you know, I don't like, again, I didn't have the worst of the worst, but I was in the same city. So I know I had the same feeling where I don't want to live in a place where it's dangerous like that. I remember being a kid and kid people talking about murders in the same in Chelsea, bro. And I'd be like, yo, I don't want to I don't want to grow up in the city where people are talking about people getting murdered just like that. You know, it was just like, oh, yo, you heard about this? Like if it was like mad normal. Obviously, it was for them, but it just shouldn't feel normal. You know what I mean?
That
So
was my morning talk.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, oh fuck, I forgot my train of thought. I was saying what? What was I just saying?
That you don't want to grow up in
It's
where
hard to
something like
see.
Oh
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
normal.
So for me, yeah, I knew the like the struggle or whatever. So I wanted to get out, right? I wanted to move out. But then I thought the same train of thought. I'm like, yo, if I leave, then I'm being selfish to the people that have to stay in that place. They have to stay there. And I get to be the privileged one that gets to leave and get the whole different experience. And I'm like, yo, that shit ain't fair. The way that it should be is I should be able to stay there and live the same life that I had. It's not fair. If I get out, then everybody should be able to get out. So we should all stay as a team and stay united as a front, or unless you get gentrified, and that's just how it works.
Nah,
Right.
I think just like I don't know. It's like I love my city, bro. I don't know if I'll ever move out, but I definitely want to create change, bro. I don't want to live in an apartment. I want to own the house. You know what I mean? Um, I don't want to. I don't know. Like I see so much potential in my city that obviously, like, you know, Chelsea's being gentrified and it's not as bad as it used to be, but a mindset's still there. You know what I mean? Like I've talked to people like for example, I wanted to create a football league, a flag football league, and I was so excited to create this flag football league. I asked some dude from Chelsea. I was like, yo, what you think about doing this and that? You know what I mean? Like, yo, this would be a great idea, don't you think? He was like, ha, no one would ever play flag football. That shit's stupid, bro. You'll never get that shit like rolling. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just like, what the fuck? It was like I'm trying to create something like in my head, I was like, damn, everyone in the community is gonna see this as something cool. But you know what I mean? But like the mindset wasn't, oh yo, that's cool, you should do it. It was, oh, you can't do it from Chelsea, bro. Like that's something we don't do in Chelsea, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like it's a hard.
We got
It's
to
still
change it,
there.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
saying.
got to change it.
The
So I feel like, see, I
the
know,
mindset's still there. Is what I'm trying to
I
say.
yeah, I know we're, you know, I feel like we're important people, the three of us right here, having just this simple conversation between people that had similar circumstances, right? We understand what is wrong, but I feel like there's been tons and tons of people like there. You hear it in music, just as an example, where people are like, "Yo, my city did this, my city did that." Like they're always like rappers talking about what happened to them in their city, but nothing ever changes. What truly needs to happen for the change to start happening? Because I know there's philanthropists like Jay-Z's back in his city in New York trying to make change for people where he came from, and other rappers are doing the same thing in the cities where they come from. But that's like, I feel like there still needs to be some like revolution that needs to happen, some change of thought. I don't know. What do we need to teach these
But
people?
It starts
it's
with
part of us
education,
too.
bro.
It's part of us too. But you want to go ahead, Vic?
I was gonna say it starts with education. It just starts with, so like the in my opinion, the way you're going to change society is you change what is being taught to kids, right?
Okay.
So like I always say this story, but you know, when I was in Chelsea High, I had a teacher that was from Harvard, and everyone couldn't believe that we had a teacher that was from Harvard, and we thought that, not we, but like people in my class thought we weren't deserving of someone that went to Harvard because we're from Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? That's how we've grown up and thought of. But like if you switch that mindset from when we're little kids, you know what I mean? Like instead of saying like, oh, we're from Chelsea, like we have to deal with this and that, it's a matter of, we're from Chelsea, this is our circumstance, how can we change it? You know what I mean? And as a little kid, you try to create something, or you try to better yourself, better your community, something. You know
Can
what I
I
mean?
disagree with you? So if you start with the kid, I mean I agree slash disagree, Because I agree that education is an important part, teaching little kids that it's not the circumstance that you live in, you can make a change. But the kids are still going to go from school, they're going to go straight home in the same circumstances where somebody's going to say the complete opposite. Because that's just how it's always going to be. A parent living in the circumstance is gonna, if they don't have any hope for themselves because they're the ones having to live in the circumstance. They're probably scraping by just enough for their kids to go eat enough just to go to school. So for their kid to have that, their kid's gonna come home and be like, "Oh, they told me this in school." I feel like I mean, personally, I feel like a parent might be like, "Yo, I mean, yeah, you could change the circumstances, but sometimes the circumstances are too much. Look at me, I grew up in the city and I'm still here." So that
If they actually hear that, or they might have just worked 10 hours to put food on the table, and they're like, "Leave me alone, I'm tired."
Yeah.
but then the neglect
Sad,
even
man.
but then the neglect
Sad.
even fucks that up too, because then
Yeah.
a kid that's neglected and can't and doesn't get the love and nurturing that they need to continue to explore themselves as a person is not going to be grow into a hardy individual. I don't know if a hardy individual is the word, but
And part of that mindset, like what you were saying about how Jay-Z was giving back, we have to change our mindset too, because some people is also speaking about, oh, he's putting money, like, he built the arena and everything. What's going to happen is the price of the market's going to go up around the neighborhood, and it's going to drive people that are low income out. And people were mad at that. Instead of looking at it as like, that's going to fix my community, and then find a motivation to be able to capitalize on that, and
Yeah.
being creative to capitalize on that. Or the teacher that's the Harvard, that went to Harvard, maybe some of the other teachers were upset because they're like, so now with people that are are coming from Harvard, that person that actually grew up in Chelsea that probably can't have the opportunity to go to Harvard, but did become a teacher, is he still a valuable candidate for that job?
Yeah, for sure. But the whole point of the Harvard story is the mindset that like you think so little of yourself because you're from a specific city, and all because someone went to Harvard, their background is Harvard, you're intimidated by that, and you feel undeserving. You know
no,
what I'm
but
saying?
I mean,
No, but I was saying
yeah,
on the
he brings
flip
up a good
side.
point.
I was saying
All
on the
right.
flip side, we're connecting it to the mindset of when Jay-Z was putting money into Brooklyn, how people was getting upset that he's gonna drive the low income families out. Instead of
Okay.
looking at it as how can I capitalize on this and be able to have my community be more safer, is the same way that maybe that heart, and I know what you're talking about with the student, but I'm saying maybe thinking about other teachers, how they were looking at, if somebody's working here that went from Harvard,
Yeah.
that person that went to, just put out there, like whatever, UMass, anything,
Okay.
are they still a valuable candidate for that job? So it's like, maybe that person's like upset, like, oh, why are they working here? Like, they're gonna push us out, and I don't have the opportunity to go to Harvard. Instead of looking at it as, oh, this person went to Harvard, maybe I could, and it doesn't even mean he's a better teacher, but maybe looking at a way that they have, if you're from Harvard, you probably have a lot better connections. And if you grew up in Chelsea, the students better, maybe finding a way to connect that, and also that's what I'm saying, like sometimes about the mindset of where we grow up, and not thinking that just because whatever, if we come from a low income community, that we have to stay that, and that we can't break through the ceiling. We have to start thinking about creative ways and to like capitalize on situations. So when they do try to like do gentrification, we're not just keep getting pushed out. We have something to hold us down, and we're anchored down, So like
So
that.
that connects well with what we said in that second episode this season, bro. Where I was talking, where I said gentrification. If you know what's gonna, or not, if you know, but if you have an idea of what's gonna happen, you can get that creative mindset
You
to
could have an ability to prevent it.
Yeah, you can have it. You can be creative and know and change that circumstance and into your benefit. So it's a
100%, yeah.
then again, it's with education, knowing what's like understanding how society works or how everybody around might make decisions. Just helps you so that you can make change. Boom.
Damn.
Beautiful shit, bro.
Boom.
I
Bam.
mean, I mean, somehow we gotta change the way that we're
Yeah,
educated, bro.
I'm
Because this
trying.
education system, I don't know, bro. I don't be trusting this shit anymore.
It's kind of, I don't know. The education system is just.
I mean,
They're-
it made me who I am, but I definitely think I could be better. Like I know in France, bro, they be teaching stuff that I learned in college to like high schoolers, bro. Like, why can't I be learning accelerated shit? Come on, man.
I think, like what Rob was saying. Schools, 12 years of school that they give for free is designed for you to be a worker. You're following instructions and you do them on deadlines, bro. That's essentially what a job is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think sorry, let me just finish. I think we just got to find a creative way to teach, bro. We can't be or find new things to teach. It's a new world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a world where like factories were being made and we needed workers in the factories, right? So we educated these kids to become workers. It's a new age where we have to become creative, because not only as technology advances, jobs lessen, bro, and we have to become
Well,
creative with the jobs that we get.
yeah, the lesser jobs will be obsolete, bro.
Yeah, so like we instead of teaching the same stuff where you're designing workers, you have to find a creative way to teach the essentials, but also make a change, bro. I mean, I don't have that answer, but that's just how I see it has to be done.
So I got a perspective ready, or not perspective, but an idea. So Rob was talking about how usually schools are funded by property tax, right?
Mhm.
Yo,
Yeah.
do I sound loud? I'm good.
You're good. You're good.
You
All
guys,
right. So the way that schools are funded is usually it comes from the city that it comes from. Not specifically Chelsea, because Chelsea I think was too poor that the government took over. But say a city,
It gets help.
yeah, like a town. Like I live now in Saugus, right? Or yeah, I don't live
So
now
Saugus High gets funded by
by
Saugus.
Saugus because it's a town. So I feel like those are the way that the curriculum is built is usually in those kind of cities. So why not test it out in those kind of places? If I'm from that place, I can be like, yo, I want to change the way that our education system is being done. I mean, at the end of the day, education is for the person, not for the community or whatever. It's for the person to learn how to become a good individual. So shouldn't we as individuals also care for our education and go out and try to be like, yo, I don't like the way I'm being educated, or that my kid's going to be educated. I want to change that shit. So it's really us going out. I mean, this whole freaking country was built on the idea that we have to be able to speak out whenever something needs to be spoken out about. And I feel this is something big that we need to
If you
speak
feel
out about.
if you feel that it's right, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I'm saying.
the pilgrims wanted freedom of religion, so they came and they pursued their freedom of religion. We wanted a freedom of not being, fucking taxed or whatever, not being treated like dogs. So we had a whole revolution.
Well, I want
yeah.
freedom from a system where I learn how to be a worker and I am put into a little small box, and instead I can learn more. I want to be free from that shit, bro.
I think you capitalized on something well when you said that if they're not teaching it, you teach yourself kind of stuff.
Mm.
Man, I didn't learn my finances from school. I didn't learn it growing up either. But I learned it by reaching out, meaning like even now with YouTube, like I watch different videos, or I read different books to educate myself on these financial stuff, and
Yeah.
not only financially, positivity, especially like if you have all this negative stuff going on and you have a negative mindset, involve yourself with positivity in your head. So I will give back better to my children because I stepped out and tried to learn on my own and try to educate on my own. So I think if we have a lot of individuals that are actually stepping out and taking ownership and taking control, then they'll be able to provide for their kids. And I think
Again,
that's a big one.
oh, beautiful thing that you said, because I feel that is a true statement, right? Taking where you take a basically initiative and getting your own education, and
Mhm.
you feel appreciation. You're gonna feel appreciation because I had to go out and teach myself that shit. in our schools right now, you got no say in what you learn. You learn what you learn because somebody's telling you have to learn that thing. So maybe a change in having a way where kids can choose what they want to learn will give them an appreciation for what they learn, and they'll want to learn more, and it'll be a lasting love for learning that'll go through the rest of their lives.
I actually agree with you because when I was in school, I know for a big fact there would be like, for example, chemistry, right? It was something that I had to learn, but it was something I was never interested in. And I just was like, fuck this shit. And I would skip class and stuff because I was forced to learn that for my second year of high school. You get me? And I always said, like, if you gave me a choice and the stuff that I want, other than electives, like, yo, whether I pick piano or guitar, like, yeah, like, I guess I had a choice, but like, do I really care about either? Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
50-50.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, if I had a choice whether to, learn chemistry or learn, finance, I would have picked finance. Or whether I had a choice to, I don't know, to learn, Excel skills or to do fucking physics, I would have picked Excel skills, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
Well,
I
physics
feel
tells you
like
how the world works, though. Physics literally tells you like why, but that's me. That's just me. But
this
that's
one,
because I know, like, if you know physics, you can see how the world why the world acts the way it acts, and you can take advantage of that in that way too.
I should have never said physics. You got sensitive. Nah, but you know what I mean though. Like I feel like
I think that's not something perfect because you see how you say physics because that's not something important to you. But then Jason's like, nah, physics is that
physics
hit,
is important,
right?
bro.
So think about it. Maybe everything that they are teaching at work is hitting somebody in a certain way. But I think if we think about it differently, and if that parent at home is taking ownership and taking the initiative to learn about finances and learn about being not just being a worker but being a boss, having that boss mentality, they're able to teach their kid, regardless of what they're learning in school, they'll be able to teach their kid about finances, being a boss, learning about taxes, and learning how to buy a house, and learning the importance of all that stuff. Then that kid's going to grow up with better knowledge. And then maybe that kid want to grow up and be involved with the school system and learn ways to capitalize more grants and to put into the school system to actually have extra curriculums come in about finances or living life. But I feel like unless that our parents in our community take initiative and they have to teach the kid, then we're going to grow a strong youth. Okay. So when the youth grows up, they're going to have better finances, better all that, and we're gonna have a stronger community. So I think
go on for generations.
Generational pastors. Right now, we can't change the educational system. We have to take ownership at home first. The parents and everything has to take ownership at home. We're going to build a stronger youth, and then the youth will be able to take control of the laws and take control of what the grants and the payroll and the budgeting, and to actually be able to advocate for our community. But if we can't change the system right now, we can't sit back and mope about it. Like I said, it's about future and reality. It's about sitting there saying, my reality is that I can't change the school system right now. But my future is for me to learn and to teach my kid.
But how do we convince everyone to make that decision?
That's what I was thinking, because like Jason says this all the time, but some people don't give a fuck and just wants to see the world burn, bro.
Yeah, it's not me, bro. It's the movie Batman, bro, that they say that. Bro.
Oh yeah,
it's not me.
Nah, but like you know what I mean though. But like, because I definitely see what you're saying, bro. Like, because I'll definitely take an initiative to like. Nah, I'll definitely take an initiative to like try to change, to create change right within my household, right? But like then there's someone that's like
doesn't care.
I fucking feed my kid every day. That's all I need to do.
Like what happened? Like the parents that are neglectful of their kids, that like you said, the common story of the 12-year-old kid, right? We talked about his parents. Well, you said his dad's not there and his mom's on drugs, which is not rare. So how is a parent who's on drugs or not even there supposed to care for themselves so that they can care for them kids if they don't even know how to care for themselves. So it's got to start even before then so the parents can grow into individuals where they get the chance to care for their kids.
I got a good one for you, right? So me growing up and my mother worked, right? My
Okay.
mother worked really hard. A
Okay.
lot of some of my friends, they didn't have that. They didn't grow up where a parent in the house like worked hard. So when they came over my house, they seen that. They visualized that. They saw that it was possible. We grew up in the same streets, and one of their my friend's parent was able to grow up with. I mean, one of my friends had a parent that was working and all that. And on the flip side, I have one of my best friends that he has a mom and father at home. And I seen that, oh wow, even growing up, you could have a two parent home. So it's about, yeah, not everybody will, but at least if some people are, there's going to be exposure to it. And like you said, if you're changing, yeah, my parent might be able to do it, will educate me more, but then I will be able to influence one of my close friends. And like
Well,
you said, if one life changes, it's worth something.
it's like the coronavirus, but with positive stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
I mean, that's a bad example.
no,
I'm
I
sorry.
definitely
I said
think.
that shit.
No, I definitely agree with you, Rob. Because like, yo, we influence each other, and we're friends, bro. Like
Yeah.
the way we speak, the way we talk. Like, I kid
Literally,
you
the
not.
first 30 minutes was you sucking Rob about how he inspired you to do shit, bro.
Nah, I was gonna say like there's no way in hell if Jason didn't know me that he would say, "Oh, you fucking dickhead." That's legit. I say that shit all the time.
And there was no way if you didn't meet me, you would be like you literally you do the same motions that I do now. I'd be noticing you, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, this guy Rob. You see this guy?
The same way that I think, I started to notice you do the same shit. Come
Yeah,
on,
this
man.
Rob, bro. You hear this guy, bro?
Crazy.
All right. But
But it's
anyway,
true.
like,
All
but no,
right.
but like, it's true. Like to get to the point, like, yo, if you're impacting your kid, right, and then you're showing them all this great stuff, right? You're taking the initiative to teach yourself, to teach your kid. Your kid will take that onto their friends and influence their friends, bro. That's why they always say like, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are, bro. Because
Yeah.
you influence each other as a community. You know what I'm saying? And
Even
yo, what were you gonna say?
I say, even look at it as you guys influence your brothers.
Yeah.
You
For
know,
sure. My brother's always telling me I'm his biggest role model. Is that what it is? Role model?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not a role model in my head.
Nah, so what I noticed is like, yo, like, sometimes like before I used to like talk back to my mom and stuff, and I saw like my little brother started doing it too, right? And I saw and it's because he saw me do it with like confidence, you know what I'm saying? Now that I've been like I've been more chill, like I don't talk back to my mom like that. Like I could see that my little brother, he does it sometimes, I think it's because of his adolescence and he pisses me off. I want to kick his ass. But like there's days where he's just like he calm he's frustrated but he's more calm about it, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's because of that approach that I've been doing. Like I'm influencing my brother by not even just like I'm not giving him the speech, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
You just
I've changed my ways and he's changing his, bro.
perfect.
Yeah, bro, smooth. And but nah, sometimes Manuel I want to just kick his ass,
Bro, but you know what? If you
At the
could
age
look
too,
back
though.
because you know what? If you could look back at Victor at the same age, you probably want to kick that dude's ass too.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Yeah, like I always,
I would 100% kick Jason's ass, bro.
because I mean,
Right.
I was a dickhead, bro. Like growing up, like, yo, get out of my room. Yo, I don't want you in this room. This and that. You know what I mean? I was very hard headed. Like my mom would be like, I don't know, take out the trash. Nah, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And I see Manuel does that too. Like, yo, I don't want to. Like, because I feel like when you're young and someone's telling you what to do, you get upset for some reason, bro.
I'm telling you, it's because when you find out you're your own person, you're like, why is somebody gonna tell me what to do with my own person?
Yeah.
Like, no, bro, doesn't work.
It's like they say a 14-year-old think their parents is dumb as hell, but by 21 they say they learned a whole lot in 7 years.
It's true.
That's literally what happens, bro. And it's a cycle, dude. Why can't the 14-year-old learn early, bro, so they could get a jump start?
Oh man, what pisses me off, bro, and like I wrote a joke about it was like I'll try to tell Manuel, like, yo, try to give him some like pointers, you know what I mean? Because I got the cheat codes, bro. I was you, bro, 10 years ago, and I'll be like, yo, telling him stuff. He just doesn't give a fuck. He just doesn't care. All right, why do I gotta listen to you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to tell you because I was there, but you just don't get it, bro. You just don't.
I'm telling you, and it's like talking to a wall, because you know what? You were the same wall when you were 14.
Yeah. It's nuts, bro.
I hate this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, I've learned it already, and I've seen it, bro, and I've learned the lessons that I had to learn. Like, bro, why can't you just listen to me, bro, and do what I say, bro?
Somebody said the same thing to me when I was that age, bro. Well, why can't you just listen to me, bro? I'm just like, oh, and I didn't know, and now I wish I would have listened.
Yeah.
Now I wish people would listen to me.
Oh man,
it's part of building that character, though.
I know. Sometimes that's what I be thinking.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one, especially when you feel like you say, when you feel like you're your own person. That you know you make your own choices. A little more minor at that age, obviously, but still, some things you have more choice. And they say like once when you reach a certain age, you stop looking at acceptance from your parents and you start looking at acceptance from your peers and stuff. And that's important, you know, like. That's why they're so rebellious against their parents, because they want more acceptance from their peers and they're being more social. So it's like, and stuff that's more socially attractive is stuff your parents don't want you to do. So it's like, it's a strong balance there, you know, it's a strong conflict. It's like, if I do this, it's more socially popular, but then by keeping me from it. So it's like, then there's that hospitality there, you know? And then once when we get older, we're able to do, sometimes, hopefully, we're able to make our own choices. And then now our parents are our best friends type situation, because they're not holding you from that, but now it's like, now they're teaching you life lesson.
Yeah, my mom is my best friend, bro. I tell her everything. If I can cry to her as much as I cry to you guys when I'm drunk, bro.
Yo, bro, y'all are my brothers, bro, man. I couldn't live without you guys.
Family,
but it's true. But it's true, bro. You guys are my guys, bro. You guys are my brothers, bro. I love you guys, bro. You know what I mean? And
love
like,
you too, bro.
I appreciate you guys till the end
man.
of the days, bro. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I get wavy. I just want to tell you a little extra, bro. That's it, bro. It's you know, it's just how it is, bro. I love that shit, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this has just been an amazing conversation, you know, and I truly love talking to my boy Jace, love talking to my boy Rob. This was just super fun. Again, every time
are we finished already?
Crazy. that was a good one.
Yeah, shoot, yo, I'm telling you, bro. That shit was a deep conversation.
That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was intense, bro. And like, yo, like honestly, yo, Rob, like, bro, thank you, bro. You know, you like. You know, I've talked to you on a one-to-one level, bro, but to see you have the confidence to speak your truths, bro, like, you know, to the world, bro, is it was a beautiful thing to see, beautiful thing to be a part of, bro. It was just an amazing conversation where like I just loved it in general, bro. Like, you know, there was points where I disagreed with Jason disagreed with me, you disagreed with me, I disagreed with you, but we kept it flowing and we were just talking as boys, bro. And I just loved it so much, bro. And I you know,
the beautiful part is it seems like one of our old conversations in IHOP or something. Like, it's just natural to us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's this at IHOP, bro. It's this at IHOP.
No, IHOP, bro.
Seriously.
IHOP is where the convos were made, bro. Bro, Rob is the reason why we started fucking pumping up these to come back to season 2, bro, because this dude had me crying, bro, in IHOP, bro. I couldn't eat my breakfast sampler because this dude Rob was like fucking giving me the lessons, bro.
Wasn't the first time you couldn't eat at IHOP, bro.
That's a story for another day, ladies and gentlemen. That's a story for another day, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going home. I'm going home,
bro. I'm going home.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, how Victor says, it is time for the messy moment.
Messy moment. Messy moment. Messy moment.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you already know, Messy Moment is a time where we come back, we reflect on all the great shit that we talked about. We could either finish an idea if we got to finish an idea, highlight an idea if you think it's that important, or just give your closing statements. I guess I'll start off.
Yep.
All right. For me, my messy moment, I think that what Rob was talking about, the generational pass-throughs, about learning and teaching yourself so that you can teach your kids, bro, some great shit. Because the truth is, the only way we're really gonna change our circumstances, at least as individuals, is learning for ourselves. And in that way, we can help our kids and their kids, and even our kids' friends, or, you could just influence so many people by caring about yourself, and it'll then pass through generations with those generational pass-throughs, like Rob says. Boom.
It's a good one, bro. It's definitely a good one. I mean, I'll say my messy moment is just when we were talking about like trying to find a way to change the society and the way it thinks and things like that. Like, I definitely thought that was like impactful to just me because, I always say like I want to go through the universe. I want to change this world. And, just it's definitely like a mindset I want to take on, like where like every day, like I think like how can I find that change where we create that revolution that Jason talks about, where, it's not like the small city mentality. It's just, it's a shift, and, what my favorite quote will forever be my favorite quote is Gandhi's, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I definitely think that my favorite quote with that, just that idea that we were talking about, trying to figure out, even if we didn't, trying to figure out that we could change and how to create that change. I think that's just perfect, bro. And I think that's just something that I'm going to take on forever, bro, is how can I change myself to better my community, bro?
Beautiful, bro. Yo, Rob, before you do your messy moment, I just want to thank you for coming on to this podcast, bro. Of course, me and Victor were really excited to have you on. We know we have great conversations all the time.
Rob, bro.
I really appreciate you guys having me. Feel honored.
Robbo, bro, I just want to say thank you, bro. And we couldn't have started off the season with no one better than you, bro. I love you, brother. You're your
story, no bullshit. Your story helped talk about something bigger than that shit, bro. It was beautiful. Beautiful shit.
Yo, you've inspired me, bro. You're one of my mentors, bro, and I appreciate you so much, man. I love you, dog, bro, for real.
Take it away, bro.
I love you guys too, man. Appreciate it. And I'll talk about my messy moment. And I want to highlight when we were talking about the fitness, and when we were talking about trying to find a difference of motivation. And I think it's a big key to tell the difference from something that pushes you and something that pulls you. And with the fitness and something that pulls you into the gym and having a better life and being more healthy, but also take that into life in general. Take that into work. Take that into being a better son, being a better father, being a better husband. Always try to find something within that pulls you to be that better person. And I think, like we all seen, that we all come from different backgrounds and different environments, but we all still come together, and we all come together because this is something that pulls. This message right here, this purpose right here, we all have a pull to do something better for people that look like us and people that come from where we come from. So I want to highlight that, and that's my messy moment.
That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful.
Dog.
That's beautiful. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, please like, subscribe, and comment some great
Messy Room. Follow us on Instagram, Our Messy Rooms, Twitter, Our Messy Rooms.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hit up my boy Rob, Alpha SZN. Follow him on Instagram. Rob, hit him with the Instagram.
So it's Alpha, and then season is SZN.
Boom.
Alpha SZN, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Bro, he got workouts on there. He's got fucking, bro, he flexes on there like crazy too, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Rob, all jokes aside, he's a personal trainer, and he's fucking good at what he does, and he's taking pride, and he's a perfect example of if you want to get built and be at your greatest peak of physique, just please hit up Alpha SZN. He takes his shit seriously. He knows what he's doing.
If you don't think he's passionate after this episode, then you're stupid, bro.
And he's just more passionate than anything else. And He's just a fucking great guy. So
Yep.
please, my boy. And as always, thank you for listening to The Messy Room. We love you guys. Check
Let's
you
go.
later.
Check you later. Rob, say check you later.
Check you later.
Check you later.